May peace and Allah's mercy be upon you all, my dear grade 11 students. Are you ready for a new lesson? How about that? Module 6, Private Lives, Writing B, Part 1, Students Book, page 92, Exercise A and B. The objectives. Number 1, covered in Exercise A. Communicate independently a personal response to real and fictional events. Number 2, covered in Exercise B. Recognize and identify independently typical features at word, sentence, and text levels of a wide range of text types. As a warm-up, think about different ways to express your opinion. Pause the video for a minute and think. What about these phrases as ways to express opinions? In my opinion. In my point of view. I would say that. Personally, I think that. Speaking personally, in my view, I strongly believe that. Well, if you ask me, as for me, I reckon, not this only, there are loads of ways to express opinions. Now, we can get down to work. Open your students' books, page 92, Exercise A. Look at this question. In your opinion, are people born with a personality or do they develop one? One more time. Pause the video and think of an answer to this question. And don't forget to support your opinion with reasons or explanation. Here is a suggested answer. I think that people are born with certain characteristics that are determined by their genes, but research has shown that environmental factors such as the way somebody is raised and the relationships he or she develops in the family and at school also play a great role in forming that person's personality. Let's move to Exercise B. Read the writing task and the essay below, then do the activities that follow. Some people argue that our personality is determined only by our genes. Do you agree? Write an essay in which you express your opinion on the issue and provide a justification for your point of view. Now, pause the video to read the text. I think the previous questions will be great help to comprehend the text. I think you're ready to answer the questions. Read the following statements, tick those that apply to the essay. The writer gives a title. This is the text. There are no titles. B. The writer uses informal language. Throughout the text, you can't find any features of informal language like short forms or abbreviations. C. The writer uses linking words and phrases. Look here. Initially, to begin with, in addition, to sum up, all of these are linkers. There is also a phrase which is another factor that must be taken into consideration. This is a phrase. So we tick this sentence C. D. Actively expresses his or her opinion. Back again to the text. I am convinced that these play an important role in shaping our personality. Here, the writer states his or her opinion. Also, in the conclusion, I believe that our personality is the outcome of a combination of factors. Here again, he or she states his or her opinion. So we tick sentence D. E. The writer uses short forms and abbreviations. As you know, short forms and abbreviations are features of informal language, and we have just mentioned that the writer doesn't use informal language. Sentence F. The writer raises new arguments in the conclusion. As you see, the writer rephrases the main body arguments in the conclusion without raising any new here in the conclusion. No tick. G. The writer gives justification for the ideas he or she mentions. Back to the text again. This already exists. Look here. These sentences coming after topic sentences or ideas. All of these sentences are justifications for the main topics or the ideas. So we tick G. The last one, he uses or the writer uses topic sentences to introduce the topic of each paragraph. For the last time, look at the sentences in purple. All of these sentences are topic sentences or main ideas. Then we tick H. Question 2. Has the writer done what he or she was requested to do? What makes you say so? The writer has been asked to express his or her opinion on the issue and provide a justification for his or her point of view, and he or she has already achieved that. So the answer is yes, the writer has expressed his or her opinion on the issue and provided a justification for his or her point of view. Question 3. What is the writer's point of view? How does he or she justify his or her opinion? If you want to know the answer for the first part of this question, you can check the introduction or the conclusion to know the writer's point of view. In addition, if you want to know the answer to the other part of the question, you can check the sentences coming after the topic sentences in paragraphs 2, 3, and 4. So the answer is the writer believes that our personality is the product of a combination of factors, not just one. He or she justifies this view by giving examples of ways in which our environment can influence how we can grow up, and by explaining how free will allows us to make conscious choices about the ways in which we want to grow and develop. Question 4. What style is this text? What are the characteristics of this writing style? Regarding to style, this essay is argumentative or persuasive. Regarding to characteristics, persuasive or argumentative writing is informative because the arguments presented are plausible or valid. The writer takes a stand on an issue and presents a definite point of view. He or she tries to present arguments that are clear, logical, focused, and convincing. In addition, he or she may keep personal references to a minimum to come across as being impartial, or cite research findings to add an air of authority to his or her writing. The last question. Is the text written in an informal, formal, or neutral register? The answer is the text is written in a formal register. Verb contractions are not used. For example, I am convinced is used instead of I am convinced. Formal set phrases are used instead of informal ones. For example, another factor that must be taken into consideration, not another thing we should think about. At the end of this lesson, I wish all of you the best of luck, wishing to see you soon.